Hello everyone, welcome to Vanik. Today we will discuss the MCQ questions of Welfare Extension Officer FTD, that means free test and discussion that has been conducted by the Vanik today. So let us start. Who founded Hyderabad during the reign of Muhammad Shah Rangila? तो क्वेश्चन पचार हैदराबाद रो फाउंडर किए? मोहम्मद शाह रंगीला जितेबाला राजा थिले, लाटर मुगल राजा थिले मोहम्मद शाह रंगीला, तांको समय हैदराबाद टाउन टाकू तैयारी करा जायछि। फाउंडर ऑफ हैदराबाद होचंती निजाम उल मुल्क। निजाम उल मुल्क वाज द फाउंडर ऑफ हैदराबाद। नेक्स्ट जीवा नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन को। बड़ा इमामबाड़ा वाज बिल्ट इन 1784 इन लखनऊ बाय। बड़ा इमामबाड़ा किए तैयारी करचंती? तो बड़ा इमामबाड़ा वाज बिल्ट बाय औसफ उद दौला। औसफ उद दौला तैयारी करचंती बड़ा इमामबाड़ा। नेक्स्ट देखियो क्वेश्चन नंबर 3। सेंट थोम वार इज रिलेटेड टू सेंट थोम वार। सेंट थोम वार को बैटल रो को वार रो गोटे वार होची सेंट थोम वार। सो फर्स्ट कर्नाटिक वार रो बैटल होची बैटल ऑफ सेंट थोम और याकू कहा जाए बैटल ऑफ आद्यार। जेहेतु सेंट थोम गोटे दुर्ग जोटा कि आद्यार नदी कूल अच्छी याकू बैटल ऑफ आद्यार मध्य कहा जाए। सो सेंट थोम वार इज रिलेटेड टू कर्नाटिक वार। फर्स्ट कर्नाटिक वार गोटे वार होची सेंट थोम वार और जहाँ को बैटल ऑफ आद्यार कहा जाउची। आ जोटा कि फ्रेंच आर्मी आउ अनवारुद्दीन को भीतर हेतिला। अनवारुद्दीन थिले नवाब ऑफ कर्नाटिक। नवाब ऑफ कर्नाटिक थिले अनवारुद्दीन। अनवारुद्दीन आउ फ्रेंच आर्मी को भीतर हेतिला सेंट थोम वार। नेक्स्ट देखिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 4। मैच द फॉलोइंग देछि, दुटा कॉलम को मैच करिवा। तो गोटे पटे देछि विभिन्न वार गुडा को देछि। सेकंड कॉलम रे देछि दोज हु वेयर इन्वॉल्वड इन द वार। तो फर्स्ट कर्नाटिक वार रे ड्यूप्लेक्स इन्वॉल्व थिले, इन्वॉल्वमेंट ऑफ ड्यूप्लेक्स ठीक अछि। सेकंड कर्नाटिक वार रे मुजाफर जंग एंड चंदा साहेब जीति जाइथिले ठीक अछि। थर्ड कर्नाटिक वार रे काउंट डिलाली इन्वॉल्व थिले, हारी जाइथिले फ्रॉम सार आयरी कोट ठीक अच्छी। आ बैटल ऑफ पलासी रे इन्वॉल्वमेंट ऑफ सिराज उदौला थिला। सो आंसर हे गला 1 2 3 4। तो 1 2 3 4 हे गला ऑप्शन ए। नेक्स्ट देखिबा क्वेश्चन नंबर 5। व्हिच जाट लीडर गॉट द टाइटल ऑफ राजा फ्रॉम अहमद शाह अब्दाली? को जाट लीडर राजा टाइटल पाइथिले फ्रॉम अहमद शाह अब्दाली? और तार आंसर होची बंदन सिंह। बंदन सिंह गॉट द टाइटल ऑफ राजा फ्रॉम अहमद शाह अब्दाली। नेक्स्ट देखिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 6। एट व्हिच प्लेस टीपू सुल्तान एस्टाब्लिश्ड हिज कैपिटल? टीपू सुल्तान को कैपिटल कोटा थिला? तो टीपू सुल्तान को कैपिटल होची श्रीरंगपट्टनम। श्रीरंगपट्टनम वाज द कैपिटल ऑफ टीपू सुल्तान। नेक्स्ट देखिबा क्वेश्चन नंबर 7। व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज इनकरेक्टली मैच्ड? कोटा भूल अछि। फर्स्ट एंग्लो मैसूर वार हैदर अली वाज डिफीटेड। तो फर्स्ट एंग्लो मैसूर वार हैदर अली हरै देथिले। एटा सॉरी भूल कहली, करेक्टली मैच्ड देछि। करेक्टली मैच्ड रो मीनिंग हैला कोटा ठीक अछि। तो हैदर अली फर्स्ट एंग्लो मैसूर वार जीति जाइथिले, हरै देथिले ब्रिटिश मान को। सो ये भूल हे गला। सेकंड एंग्लो मैसूर वार हैदर अली डिफीटेड द ब्रिटिश, ये भी भूल अछि। थर्ड एंग्लो मैसूर वार टीपू सुल्तान डिफीटेड द ब्रिटिश एंड डिड नॉट सेड हिज डोमिनियंस, ये भी भूल अछि। फोर्थ एंग्लो मैसूर वार टीपू सुल्तान वाज डिफीटेड एंड किल्ड ड्यूरिंग द वार, ये ठीक अछि। 1799 रे टीपू सुल्तान हारी जाइथिले एवं लॉर्ड वेलेसी टीपू सुल्तान को मारी देइथिले। सो फोर्थ एंग्लो मैसूर वार रे टीपू सुल्तान वाज डिफीटेड एंड किल्ड ड्यूरिंग द वार, ये ठीक अछि। आउ फर्स्ट एंग्लो मराठा वार ट्रीटी ऑफ बियासिनी, ये भी ठीक अछि। सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 रो आंसर हे गला डी। टीपू सुल्तान वाज डिफीटेड एंड डाइड ड्यूरिंग द फोर्थ एंग्लो मैसूर वार। किछि जण मेसेज भी देइचंदी। रत्नाकर प्रधान वेट, सुप्रिया विश्वाल गुड मॉर्निंग, वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग। तापस पात्र हेलो सर, हेलो तापस। तो क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 रो आंसर हे गला डी। नेक्स्ट देखिबा क्वेश्चन नंबर 8। पुणी थे मैच द फॉलोइंग देछि। तो मैच द फॉलोइंग देखो किछटा वार देछि कॉलम 1 रे, किछटा वार देछि आउ किछटा ट्रिटी देछि। तो केवल मैसूर वार ही मैसूर ही मैसूर ही देछि मैसूर आंग्लो मैसूर वार डिफरेंट ट्रिटी गुड़ाक देछि सो फर्स्ट आंग्लो मैसूर वार ट्रिटी होइतिला ट्रिटी ऑफ मद्रास सेकंड आंग्लो मैसूर वार ट्रिटी होइतिला ट्रिटी ऑफ मैंगलोर थर्ड आंग्लो मैसूर वार ट्रिटी होइतिला ट्रिटी ऑफ श्रीरंगपट्टनम एंड फोर्थ आंग्लो मैसूर वार ट्रिटी हेइ नथला मरी जाइतिले टीपू सुल्तान सो फर्स्ट आंग्लो मैसूर वार ट्रिटी ऑफ मद्रास सेकेंड आंग्लो मैसूर वार ट्रिटी ऑफ मैंगलोर थर्ड आंग्लो मैसूर वार ट्रिटी ऑफ श्रीरंगपट्टनम एंड फोर्थ रे टीपू सुल्तान मरी जाइतिले तो हमर आंसर हे गला 3124 3124 ऑप्शन बी नेक्स्ट देखिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 हु वाज द सक्सेसर ऑफ गुरु नानक को सक्सेसर किए थिले गुरु नानक को सक्सेसर गुरु अंगद थिले गुरु अंगद वाज द सक्सेसर ऑफ गुरु नानक नेक्स्ट देखिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 10 देलवा भेलुथाम्पी रिबेलियन हेतला 1765 टू 1809 1809 मसिया पर्यंत हेतला तो कोठी हेतला भेलुथाम्पी रिबेलियन तो ट्रावेनकोर हेतला ट्रावेनकोर भेलुथाम्पी रिबेलियन हेतला नेक्स्ट देखिबा क्वेश्चन नंबर 11 who led the recognized Bombay Textile Mills Labor Union registered in 1926 बॉम्बे टेक्सटाइल मिल्स लेबर यूनियन को किए रजिस्टर करथिले 1926 रे तो ये तो जानि छ समस्त एनएम जोशी रजिस्टर करथिले तो ये गला क्वेश्चन नंबर 11 नेक्स्ट देखिबा क्वेश्चन नंबर 12 व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज ए हेवी इंडस्ट्री अच्छा ये इकोनॉमिक्स रो सर डिस्कशन कर देबे राकेश सर और बिलव राकेश सर विल डिस्कस द इकोनॉमिक्स एंड साइंस पार्ट नेक्स्ट हमें पॉलिटी पोर्शन को जीवा अच्छा पळेला द टर्म मानसून इज ओरिजिनेटेड फ्रॉम टर्म मानसून टा कोठु आछि मानसून टर्म टा कोठु आछि जदि देखिबा मानसून इज एन अरबिक टर्म गोटा अरबिक टर्म थिला मानसून मानसून ओरिजिन मानसून रो रूट वर्ड कोठु आछि अरबिक लैंग्वेज रो आछि नेक्स्ट देखिबा क्वेश्चन नंबर 21 फादर ऑफ ग्रीन रिवॉल्यूशन इन द वर्ल्ड होचंती नॉर्मन बोरलॉग होचंती फादर ऑफ ग्रीन रिवॉल्यूशन इन द वर्ल्ड whereas एमएस स्वामीनाथन होचंती फादर ऑफ ग्रीन रिवॉल्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया तो आंसर हे गला हमर फादर ऑफ ग्रीन रिवॉल्यूशन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड पचारछि नॉर्मन बोरलॉग नेक्स्ट देखिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 22 which of the following is not correctly matched कोटा भूल अछि not correctly matched रो मीनिंग होछि कोन कोटा भूल अछि सो व्हाइट रिवॉल्यूशन मिल्क प्रोडक्शन ठीक अछि गोल्डन रिवॉल्यूशन हॉर्टिकल्चर ठीक अछि ग्रीन रिवॉल्यूशन फूड ग्रेन्स ठीक अछि तो वर्तमान रहला डी आउ ई सो जदि देखिबा डी आउ ई ब्लू रिवॉल्यूशन पोल्ट्री हबो नाही ब्लू रिवॉल्यूशन होछि फिश प्रोडक्शन ब्लू रिवॉल्यूशन ये हे गला फिश प्रोडक्शन आ पिंक रिवॉल्यूशन होछि पिंक भी भूल देछि डी एंड ई ऑप्शन दुटा भूल अछि तो अमेय रंजन महांती ई रंग अछि तो बहुत समय हो गलानी देखि नथिले अच्छा को क्वेश्चन गोटे ई में भी थाई पारे एठी भी तो दुटा भूल अछि मते काय लागुछि पिंक रिवॉल्यूशन फिश प्रोडक्शन होय पिंक रिवॉल्यूशन रिलेटेड टू ओनियन प्रोडक्शन ओनियन प्रोडक्शन पिंक ओनियन एंड प्रॉन प्रोडक्शन तो ये भी ठीक भूल अच्छी दुईटा ऑप्शन भूल अच्छी तो मे भी होता पारे एनीवे विभु रंजन विश्वाल गुड मॉर्निंग सर गुड मॉर्निंग लायन हार्टेड हाय एंड हेलो सर अच्छा श्रद्धा दास गुड मॉर्निंग सर वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग श्रद्धा दास ऑप्शन ई देइछन्ते ठीक अछि तो पोल्ट्री प्रोडक्शन तो व्हाइट रिवॉल्यूशन भी होता ना तो ऑप्शन डी और ऑप्शन ई दुटा एक भूल अच्छी क्वेश्चन नंबर 22 रे ठीक अच्छे हाँ तापस पात्र ओनियन प्रोडक्शन ठीक अच्छे ओनियन प्रोडक्शन एंड फार्मास्यूटिकल प्रोडक्शन पिंक रिवॉल्यूशन टा तो दुटा एक ऑप्शन भूल अच्छे एनीवे तो आमर आंसर दि जाइए ऑप्शन डी टा को आंसर दि जाइए व्हेयरएज ऑप्शन बी ऑप्शन ई भूल अच्छे तो एनीवे चलो आम कंटिन्यू करवा नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन को जीवा which one of the following statements is correct कोटा ठीक अछि rights are claims of the state against citizen state केबे क्लेम करेनी rights against citizen एटा भूल अछि सब बेले यार उल्टाटा हुए rights are claims of the citizen against the state तो ये ऑप्शन ए भूल अछि ऑप्शन बी रहला rights are privileges which are incorporated in the constitution of a state ये भी भूल अछि नेक्स्ट देखिए राइट्स आर क्लेम्स ऑफ द सिटीजन्स अगेंस्ट द स्टेट ठीक अच्छे यहाँ बर्तमान कहली टिके तले जे राइट्स आर क्लेम्स राइट्स गुड़ाक आम पाचे क्या बाय द स्टेट आम पाचे राइट्स गुड़ाक सो राइट्स आर क्लेम्स ऑफ द सिटीजन्स अगेंस्ट द स्टेट स्टेट द्वारा आम कि अधिकार पाचे तो आम आंसर होगा सी राइट्स आर क्लेम्स ऑफ द सिटीजन्स अगेंस्ट द स्टेट चलो तापस पात्र ओनियन ठीक अच्छे ओनियन भी ठीक अच्छे भूल नहीं अच्छा टिके तो ये ऑप्शन क्वेश्चन नंबर 23 रो आंसर होगा सी राइट्स आर क्लेम्स ऑफ द सिटीजन अगेंस्ट द स्टेट नेक्स्ट देखिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 24 व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटस रिलेटिंग टू द ओवरसीज सिटीजनशिप ऑफ इंडिया और ओसीआई एंड एनआरआई आर ट्रू एनआरआई नॉन रेसिडेंट इंडियंस आउ ओसीआई ओवरसीज सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया कोटा ठीक अच्छी से विषय में एंड ओसीआई इज ए सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया एंड एनआरआई इज नॉट ए सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया ये भूल हो गला उल्टा जिनस कही देछि तो ओसीआईटा ओवरसीज सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया सिटीजन नुहंती व्हेरेज एनआरआई को कंसीडर करा जाय परिबो अच्छा ऑप्शन बी रे रहला ओसीआई कैन वोट बट कैन नॉट कॉन्टेस्ट वोटिंग राइट्स रहुनी ओसीआई रो वोटिंग राइट्स रहुनी सो ये ही भूल हो गला वोटिंग राइट से माने वोट दे पारंती नहीं नेक्स्ट देखो नाइदर ऑफ दिस कैन वोट नॉर कॉन्टेस्ट इन इलेक्शन इन इंडिया कॉन्टेस्ट इन इलेक्शन इन इंडिया तो एनआरआई चाहिए कॉन्टेस्ट करि परिबो सो नाइदर टा हबो नहीं ओसीआई कॉन्टेस्ट करि परिबो नहीं किंतु एनआरआई चाहिए कॉन्टेस्ट करि परिबो एंड फाइनली ऑप्शन डी देखिबा एंड ओसीआई can neither vote nor contest in election in India but NRI vote and contest in the elections ये ठीक अछि मन रखी था ओसीआई होचंती ओवरसीज सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया जो माने कि बाहर रहउचंती बाहर सिटीजनशिप नै जाइचंती से माने को ओवरसीज सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया को जाउची ओसीआई माने केबे हेले भी इलेक्शन रे कॉन्टेस्ट करि परिबे नाही तांकर वोटिंग राइट्स नाही whereas NRI नॉन रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया जति गोटे लोक 180 डेज रु अधिका दिन फॉरेन कंट्री रे रहिला जदि 180 डेज रु अधिका दिन फॉरेन कंट्री रे रहूची ताले से लोक को हमें कंसीडर करछे एनआरआई सो एनआरआई रो अधिकार अछि से वोट दे परिवो से इलेक्शन रे कॉन्टेस्ट करि परिवो व्हेरेज ओसीआई रो कोन से अधिकार नाही तो ये ऑप्शन डी ठीक होबो ओसीआई कैन नाइदर वोट नॉर कैन कॉन्टेस्ट इन द इलेक्शन इन इंडिया बट ए एनआरआई कैन कॉन्टेस्ट इन द इलेक्शंस वोट भी दे परिवो एज वेल एज कॉन्टेस्ट भी करि परिवो सो हमर करेक्ट ऑप्शन हे गेलो ऑप्शन डी चलो श्रद्धा दास बहुत पूर्व कही सारे डी चलो नेक्स्ट देखिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 25 द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया इज द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया डिस्क्राइब इंडिया आज इंडिया को कौन हिसाब रे डिस्क्राइब करा जायछि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन रे तो ए यूनियन ऑफ स्टेट पार्ट 1 जते बेले पढिथिबो हमर आर्टिकल 1 लिखा जायछि कौन आर्टिकल 1 इंडिया दैट इज भारत व्हिच इज ए यूनियन ऑफ स्टेट तो यार आंसर हो गला यूनियन ऑफ स्टेट तो क्वेश्चन नंबर 25 रा आंसर बी यूनियन ऑफ स्टेट नेक्स्ट देखिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 26 व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट पॉसिबल बाय लॉ ऑफ पार्लियामेंट अंडर आर्टिकल 3 ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन तो आर्टिकल 3 रे कोटा पॉसिबल नुहे आर्टिकल 3 रे कोटा पॉसिबल नुहे जदि देखिबो फॉर्मेशन ऑफ न्यू स्टेट हेई परिबो आर्टिकल 3 रे अल्टरेशन ऑफ एरियाज एडमिशन ऑफ न्यू स्टेट्स हेई परिबो सॉरी अल्टरेशन ऑफ बाउंड्रीज हेई परिबो whereas एडमिशन ऑफ न्यू स्टेट्स हेई परिबो नाही आर्टिकल 3 टा हमर रहउची एक्जिस्टिंग स्टेट ऊपर एक्जिस्टिंग स्टेट को गोटे डिक्लेयर करा जाय परिबो काको गोटे यूनियन टेरिटरी को डिक्लेयर करा जाय परिबो आज स्टेट गोटे राज्यर एरिया को बढ़ा जाय परिबो कमा जाय परिबो चेंज करा जाय परिबो तार ना अंडर आर्टिकल 3 वराज गोटे नुआ स्टेट बाहर एरिया को गोटे राज्य हिसाब से डिक्लेयर करा जाई परिबो नाही सो ऑप्शन हे गला डी तो आर्टिकल 2 एंड आर्टिकल 3 दुटा जिंस अछि आर्टिकल 3 रे होची फॉर्मेशन ऑफ न्यू स्टेट्स ठीक अछि किंतु एडमिशन ऑफ न्यू स्टेट हबो नाही गोटे बाहर एरिया को स्टेट हिसाब से डिक्लेयर करा जाई परिबो नाही सो यार आंसर हे गला ऑप्शन डी नेक्स्ट देखिबा क्वेश्चन नंबर 27 Question number 27, part 6, the sixth schedule of the Constitution of India deals with the administration of tribal areas of which of the following. तो को ट्राइबल एरियाज गुड़ाकर एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन रोची मेंशन करा जायछि इन द पार्ट 6 ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन आउ बेसिकली जदि देखिबो नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स गुड़ाकर अछि तो नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स हिसाब रे मेघालय त्रिपुरा एंड मिजोरम ये तीनटा स्टेट रो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन आसुची अंडर शेड्यूल 6 ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन तो ये गला 27 रो आंसर बी नेक्स्ट देखिबा क्वेश्चन नंबर 28 फाइंड द इनकरेक्ट तो कोटा भूल अछि देखिबा तो जदि देखु जे हाई कोर्ट्स फॉर यूनियन टेरिटरीज आर्टिकल 24 तो नुहे तो ये हे गला हाई ये 241 प्रिंटिंग मिस्टेक ये 241 ये ठीक अच्छे एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ यूनियन टेरिटरीज आर्टिकल 240 ये नुह ये 240 नुहे तो यहाँ ही गला आमर आंसर ऑप्शन बी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ यूनियन टेरिटरी आर्टिकल अलग रोचे तो ये नुहे आउ रहा स्पेशल प्रोविजन विथ रिगार्ड टू दिल्ली आर्टिकल 239 डबल ठीक अच्छे creation of local legislature or council of ministers both certain union article 239 a ठीक अछि human rights protection act 1993 is a public servant section 3 रे मेंशन करा जायछि about the public servant को section 3 रे मेंशन करा जायछि human rights protection act रो ये भी ठीक अछि और आज हमर जोटा रहला ऑप्शन बी रे ये ही हमर इनकरेक्ट वन सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 28 रो आंसर हे गला ऑप्शन बी नेक्स्ट देखो इन व्हिच सेक्शन ऑफ द ह्यूमन राइट्स प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट 1993 ए पब्लिक सर्वेंट इज डिफाइंड पब्लिक सर्वेंट को सेक्शन रे डिफाइन करा जायछि सेक्शन 2m मन रखिताओ सेक्शन 2m रे डेफिनेशन ऑफ पब्लिक सर्वेंट को मेंशन करा जायछि तो आर्टिकल सॉरी क्वेश्चन नंबर 29 रो आंसर हैला ऑप्शन डी नेक्स्ट देखियो क्वेश्चन नंबर 30 चेयरपर्सन एंड मेंबर्स ऑफ स्टेट ह्यूमन राइट्स कमीशन चेयरपर्सन एंड मेंबर्स ऑफ स्टेट ह्यूमन राइट्स कमीशन आर अपॉइंटेड बाय क्वेश्चन टिके छाड़ी देइचंदी बोध टाइपिंग मिस्टेक हे जाइछि अपॉइंटेड बाय कि अपॉइंट करंती गवर्नर अपॉइंट करंती मन रखि तो स्टेट ह्यूमन राइट कमिशन रो मेंबर्स मान को चेयरपर्सन को किए अपॉइंट करंती गवर्नर अपॉइंट करंती सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 30 रो आंसर हे गला बी नेक्स्ट देखो क्वेश्चन नंबर 31 when central vigilance commission was set up central vigilance commission was set up in 1964 रे central vigilance commission को सेट अप करा जायथिला नेक्स्ट देखो क्वेश्चन नंबर 32 When was the Central Information Commission established? Central Information Commission को establish करा जायथिला 2005 मसिया रे RTI आस्थिला आ Central Information Commission को establish करा जायथिला 2005 मसिया रे बहुत जण आंसर दोचंदी एक्चुअली मु पढी परनी चलो नेक्स्ट देखियो क्वेश्चन नंबर 33 who appoints the members and chairman of Central Information Commission Central Information Commission रो मेंबर्स एवं चेयरपर्सन को किया अपॉइंट करंती गोटे कमिटी तयारी करा जाय गोटे कमिटी तयारी करा जाय थाए अंडर द लीडरशिप ऑफ प्राइम मिनिस्टर सो प्रेसिडेंट एलोन कैन अपॉइंट हबोनी चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट भी हबोनी कमिटी अंडर द लीडरशिप ऑफ प्राइम मिनिस्टर ये ठीक अछि गोटे कमिटी गठन करा जाय थाए से माने जहा को चूज करिवे से मान को अपॉइंट करा जाय थाए एज द मेंबर एंड चेयरपर्सन ऑफ सेंट्रल इंफॉर्मेशन कमिशन नेक्स्ट देखियो क्वेश्चन नंबर 34 क्वेश्चन नंबर 34 ये तो इकोनॉमिक्स रो आसला सारा सिकी डिस्कशन करतेबे तो भाबुची समस्त भल होईची परीक्षा श्रद्धा दास बहुत सारा आंसर देते ठीक अच्छे पढ़ीगलानी विभु रंजन विश्वाल भी देते आंसर मधुमयी देवी भी आंसर देते ठीक अच्छे एनीवे भावुची समस्त परीक्षा भल हो चलो सार आसवे हैव ए नाइस डे।
মানে করা দেখুন ওকে ওকে Question number 12. Good afternoon. We will start discussing the rest of the questions. Question number will start from question number 12. Sorry, 14. Okay. Which of the following is a heavy industry? Right? Heavy industry, obviously electronics industry is not a heavy industry. Like your mobile industry, that is not a heavy industry. Then toy making industry, these are small scale industries, medium scale industries, ready-made industries, garment industries, these are all are small scale industries. But iron and steel, these are heavy industries, big size industries, right? So B is the answer. It's a very easy question. Next, least cost approach. It is actually least cost approach, not it is least cost approach. It was given by Weber. Regarding industrial location. Industrial location means where we should establish a industry, right? Where we should establish a industry. It says that the demand of market is same, right? According to least cost approach, the demand of market is same. The demand of market is same. So we should establish the industry is in such a position that the manufacturing cost will be less, so that we can get maximum profit. As demand is fixed, so industry should be established in such a position so that manufacturing cost will be less. That is called as least cost. Least cost approach, this is given by Weber. So B is the answer. It is geography, economic geography question. Okay, next. For the location of which one of the following industries, the availability raw material is not the primary consideration. Available raw material when is not the primary consideration. It is iron and steel industries. Yes, because yes, iron and steel industries, coal industries, cement industries, sugar industries, or electronics industries, which is not, raw material is not the primary consideration. Availability raw material, right? Especially the question is which is not a heavy industry. For example, sugar industry, you need a huge amount of sugar canes for sugar industry. So raw materials is very huge. So that should be, transportation cost should be very less, right? In case of cement industry, that is also a big industry. So for that, available raw material is very important. Iron steel industry, obviously it will be very high. You need high transports. There is high transportation cost. In coal industry also high transportation cost. Only in case of electronics industry, because it are very small parts, they are creating very small parts. So for example, in a mobile, as compared to the cost, you can compare. Suppose you are you are buying a aluminium of 1 kg of aluminium. Suppose that is a aluminium top like this. You are purchasing, suppose RS rupees 300 rupees. For this 300 rupees aluminium, huge amount of bauxite is transported, for example, or steel, for example, huge amount of iron ore is transported. But for electronics, for a mobile, there are very small semiconductor chips or very few metals are used. So that's why it doesn't depend on the raw metal availability. That is, transportation is obviously less costlier. So obviously answer will be the C. Okay, 14C is the answer. Next question. In which country market-based iron and steel industry is found? Market-based iron and steel industry. Obviously India, because India utilizes huge amount of iron and steel, right? Even China huge amount of export to India at very low cost, because use of iron and steel in India is very high because of its high population and because of the behavior of the customers. So India has iron, it has market based iron and steel, big market of iron and steel. Also we have huge production of iron and steel. Odisha, Jharkhand, they are producing huge amount of iron and steel. So market based iron and steel is found in India. Next, which is not a correct match? Ruhr region. These are important industrial region of the world. You must remember this important industrial region. Ruhr region, Germany, it is very famous region, right? Southern New England, this is not in United Kingdom. Southern New England, it is in USA, right? Although it is New England, right, that is in USA, that is not in United Kingdom. So this is not a correct match. Then Po Valley in Italy, this is right. Kanto Plains, that is in Japan, and Buenos Aires, that is in Argentina, right? So B is the answer here. Southern New England, that is industrial region, not in the England, that is in USA. Okay. Next, which one of the following industries showed growth during the two world war in India? Right, which is showed growth during the two world wars? Yes, this is cotton. Cotton showed high, cotton, it's, we have witnessed high growth of cotton demand during the world war, because during world war huge amount of cotton is required for everything, for robes, for even for the airlines, even for every goods and services, even for the dresses of the soldiers. So huge amount of cotton demand that increase. So D is the answer. Petrochemical that are not in use in war, iron. So obviously it is D, because every soldier then needs some amount of cotton for different type of dresses and other goods and materials. Okay. Why not sugar? Sugar, huge amount of, that is huge amount of your sugar cane has import, that need to import it. That is why it is not the answer. Next question. Which of the following drainage system fell into Bay of Bengal? It is Ganga, Godavari, Brahmaputra. Yes, Ganga river, that Ganga river, Brahmaputra river, they all, Godavari river, they are perennial rivers, right? Godavari is the southern Ganga, which we call southern Ganga, Dakhin Ganga. These all are fall into Bay of Bengal. Brahmaputra river, they come through the Bangladesh. So these are, they fall into Bay of Bengal. Mahanadi, Krishna, Kaveri, these are also Bay of Bengal or left to right they flow like this, Mahanadi, Krishna, Kaveri. They are also flowing to Bay of Bengal. Luni, Narmada, Tapti, they flow into the Arabian Sea, right? So here both A and B options are correct. That is the drainage system, they fall into Bay of Bengal. Okay, drainage system is very important. You go through, at least you must go through the Ganga river system and Brahmaputra river system and Godavari river system. Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, and the important rivers, like all these are important rivers. At least just see where they origin, right? Where they starts and where they falls, right? Okay. Next, and also the Indus Valley river system, that is the CJI, the Chenab, Jhelum, Indus, they are also very important. Please go through that once. Question number 19. Himalayan rivers are perennial rivers. Why they are called as perennial rivers? These rivers have many tributaries. These rivers are receive water from rain. Most of the Himalayan rivers are originate from the snow-capped glaciers of the mountains. All of the above, why they are perennial? Right? Why they are called as perennial rivers? Any answer? No, nobody. Okay. See, Himalayan rivers, obviously they have many tributaries. So when they flow many tributaries, they join them, right? Main tributaries. These just receives water from rain. Yes, rainfall region, because Bay of Bengal, your monsoon region, especially southeast monsoon, that goes like this from Odisha, West Bengal like this, and here here is your Himalaya. So obviously this region that witness huge amount of rainfall. In the northeastern areas also there is huge amount of rainfall because of the hilly regions, right? They object the hilly regions, they object the moisture water, the moisture field object the moisture, and rainfall occurs in those regions. So obviously they receive huge amount of rainfall. Whereas there is another branch of also Bay of that is Arabian Sea, but that is primarily objected by the Western Ghat. Western Ghat is present here. So whenever another branch of this monsoon goes, predominantly that is objected by the Western Ghat and the Aravalli hills. So there is very less rainfall. So obviously most of the Himalayan rivers, they experience huge amount of rain water from the rain. So these two statements are right. And most of the Himalayan rivers originate from the snow-capped glaciers, right? So obviously glaciers, they are permanent source of water during summer season, and glaciers that especially they melts, glacier melts, and that huge amount of water comes through the river. So all of the above answer is the answer. So okay, now we'll go to question number 34, I think, because all of the questions are already discussed. Yes. Which of the following committee was set up in India for identification of BPL families in urban areas? For identification of BPL families, especially in urban areas. See, in urban areas, it is Hasim Committee. Hasim Committee was established for identification of BPL families in the urban areas. Okay. Rest all these, see, another is Tendulkar Committee. This Tendulkar Committee, Lakharwala Committee, they are also poverty estimation. Tendulkar Committee, Lakharwala Committee, they are also related to poverty estimation, but not specifically to urban areas. Tendulkar Committee, Lakharwala Committee, and your C. Rangarajan Committee, Alag Committee. C. Rangarajan, they are also poverty estimate committee. C. Rangarajan Committee and Alag Committee, Lakharwala Committee, and Tendulkar Committee. They are for poverty estimation, but overall poverty estimation. But Hasim Committee, it is especially for urban poverty estimation, right? So these are the poverty estimation committees in post-independence India. Which of the following programs is being implemented by the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, NABARD? Which is established by NABARD? It is REGP, that is Rural Employment Generation Program. REGP, it was started by NABARD. REGP, and that was started by the KVIC, but it is implemented by the NABARD. Then question number 36. Which of the following pairs is not correctly matched? TRISEM, NREP or JRY? What are these? Yes. ASO ପାଇଁ କେସ୍ କଲେଣି ପିଲାମାନେ, ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ବାଣିକି କଲ୍ସ ଅନ୍ ଦିସ୍? ଓକେ, ସେଥିରେ ଆଉ ଆମେ କ'ଣ କରିପାରିବା? गवर्नमेंट जहाँ से करेंगे कोर्ट अच्छा कोर्ट जहाँ करेंगे ओके Okay. So, okay. Which of the following pairs is not correctly matched? TRISEM, that is 1979, NREP, JRY and SGSY, SSA, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, that is, so here answer is, it is 89, Jawahar Rozgar Yojana, it is 1989. So C is the answer, right? National Rural Employment Scheme, Jawahar Rozgar Yojana, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, these are the, so C option is your wrong option, right? All others are, which is not correctly matched. C is the not correctly matched, it is started in 1989. These are employment schemes, okay. The Reserve Bank of India defines narrow money. What is this narrow money? Narrow money, that is, we have M1, M2, M1, M2, M3, M4, these are very important. This time they have asked in OS also, right? What is this narrow money and what is broad money? This M1, M2, they are broad money. CU plus DD, this is M1, this is called as M1, it is also called as narrow money. CU, that is currency notes plus net demand deposits by the DD, by the commercial banks, that is narrow money. B is also called narrow money, right? It is M1, it is called as M1, this is called as M2, right? CU plus DD, that is currency notes plus coins plus demand deposits plus saving deposits with post office saving banks, that is also called as it is M2. CU plus DD, it is M3, commercial banks, it is M3 and this is M4. There are M1, M2, M3 and M4, these are four types of money. M1 and M2 are called as narrow money and M3 and M4 are called as broad money, right? This is a very important question, and please remember this all the options, right? Last is not right, rest all are right options. M1, these are M1, M2 and M3 and M4, and M1 is called as narrow money. Okay, next question. Multipliers will be lower in which one of the following? Multipliers. Multipliers mean, what do you mean multipliers? Multipliers means, for example, money. If you keep huge amount of money, that will become multiplied. How? Suppose you are keeping 100 rupees money in bank, then that will go to the, somebody will take that loan and he will earn, suppose with that 100 rupees he establishes a small scale industries, or for example consider 1 lakh. Suppose you have 1 lakh and you keep it in bank, and that somebody will take it as a loan, he will establish a small scale industry, he will get some profit from that, at least he will earn 1,20,000 rupees. For example, in per month he will earn 20,000 rupees. and he will return 5,000 as the installment to the bank. So bank is getting profit, I mean the bank is getting profit, the person is also getting profit. So that is called as multiplier. Lower, when multiplier will be lower? Obviously when low marginal propensity to consume. Low marginal propensity means you will have very few amount of money. If you have very few amount of money, how can you utilize in establishing a small scale industry or business, or how you will save it in the account, in the money. So obviously when low marginal propensity is to consume, then multiplier will be lower. When high, then multiplier will be more. Okay. So when consume, or another thing is that when you consume more and more goods and services, obviously demand increases. Suppose you are purchasing a mobile, that means you are consuming a mobile, you are consuming some money, you are buying a money, right? When you buy a mobile, there are huge amount of various types of goods or equipments are utilized in a mobile, and that are huge number of sources will be there. So everybody will get money. So that will increase the multiplier, that is called as multiplier effect. You purchase someone, you get somebody get a benefit, right? Right. That is called as multiplier effect. Suppose you are purchasing a bike, then the bike owner get benefited, the dealer get benefited, so many intermediaries, the company get benefited, so many people are working in a company, they get benefited, the petrol tank got also company get benefited, the garage they are also getting benefited. That is called as multiplier. When you consume a particular good, huge number of people getting benefited. Okay, which of the following is not correctly matched? M0 is reserve money, M1 is broad money, M2 is narrow money. Is correctly matched. Which is correctly matched? Obviously M2 is narrow money. M2 is narrow money. There is nothing like M0. M1 is narrow money. M3 is broad money. M4 is broad money. C is the answer. Okay. Next. Any answer? Any? Good afternoon. Okay. OTCEI is an what? What is OTCEI? Atomic Submarine of China, Economic Policy of USA, Indian Share Market. It is related to OTCEI means it is over the top. OTCEI means it is over the top counter exchange of India. Over the top counter exchange of India. Over the top counter exchange of India. It is related to electronic share market, right? It is related to share market. Right? Electronics purchasing of shares, all these things, counter exchange in the share market, that is related to share market, Indian share market, OTCEI. C is the answer. International trade and domestic trade differs. Why international trade in which parameter international trade and domestic trade? International trade means trade between countries. Domestic trade means trade within the country, between various states. The different government policies, immobility of factors, trade restrictions. Is there trade restrictions? Trade restrictions means the meaning of trade restrictions means, for example, suppose India is imposing huge amount of taxes on Chinese goods. Suppose Chinese goods is of rupees 20 rupees, we are imposing taxes of 10 rupees. So that is huge amount, that is trade restrictions. Immobility of factors means there is supply chain disruption. You need communication, road transport system. These are immobility of factors. Different government policies. Yes, different government have different policies. For example, European Union is not allowing the Indian services. They are not service sector. They have not liberalized their service sector. That means they have so many I mean so many restrictions regarding service sector. Like we have not liberalized our dairy sector. That means companies, for example, European companies, they cannot sell their milk products in India because we have not liberalized those things. So these are the government policies. Why we have not liberalized? Because our government, we want to protect our farmers. That's why we are not allowing foreign companies to sell their milk products here. These are different government policies. So these are government policy of government of India. So all of the above are right regarding international trade. So D is the answer. Which of the following countries has the highest share composition of exports of agriculture and allied products by major markets of the world? Exports of agriculture and allied products, it is China. China has highest share of exports and agriculture and allied products, right? In the major markets, China is huge amount of it has a huge share in exports. Okay. Which one of the following areas, China is the largest producer of rice and many other commodities like many agricultural products. Okay. Which one of the following areas is the main aim of Ossc, that is Ossc scheme started by Indian government, right? It is for export, to encourage exports. Ossc scheme, it is assisting the states to improve their exports, right? So it is to facilitate import, to encourage export. Yes, B is the answer. Ossc scheme is to assisting the states to encourage their exports. So producing a particular good so that we can export, that is of high quality good. So it is started in your 15th Finance Commission. Okay, at present time, to encourage the state to increase the export, because our export is always less than import. So for huge foreign exchange reserve and to adjust the balance of payment crisis, or that is also called as CAD, current account deficit. That is our export minus import. That is always negative. The current account deficit, to reduce that current account deficit, we need to promote our export. Next question. Which of the following is not true about South Asian Free Trade Area, SAFTA? It is a step towards South Asian Customs Union and Common Market. Yes. Customs Union Common Market means there will be no taxes. That means India good everybody will purchase from another country without any significant amount of taxes. That increases the trade, right? So trade increases between 2 and 3 countries. For example, if you reduce the price between India and Bangladesh, then what will happen? Bangladesh will purchase maximum of its goods and services from India. India will purchase maximum and goods and services from Bangladesh. So both countries get benefited. That is the principle for such type of customs union. Okay. So first statement is right. It is true. The agreement came into effect 2006. Yes, SAFTA started in 2006. SAFTA is a trade liberalization. Yes, it is a trade liberalization. That means you will make trade liberal. Liberal means you reduce your custom duties. You will order another policies also. For example, trade liberalization means, for example, European countries are not allowing Indian products. What is their argument? That you are utilizing child labor, so we will not take your products. There is less quality. So these are just these are the trade liberalization policies. They are not allowing by this. That means they are not liberalized their trade. Okay. So many restrictions are there. But in SAFTA, the restrictions will be very less. The SAFTA agreement takes precedence over any other agreement of a member country may have with state outside SAFTA. That means if you are signing SAFTA, that is the most important. We have other organizations. For example, we have SAARC. It is saying that SAARC will prevail over SAARC. No, there is no such categorization. Every country has their own principles regarding, and every organization has different principle. So it can never precedence over any other agreement. Or for example, SAARC, it can never precedence over SAARC. So D option is wrong. Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka are SAFTA countries. Yes, these are all SAFTA countries. That are the especially what we call as BRICS countries. Sorry, these are the SAARC countries that are members of SAFTA. Okay. Next question. What is the chemical formula for sodium chloride? Obviously, sodium chloride is NaCl. This is common salt. B is the answer. NaCl. Sodium chloride. Then which of the following is chemical name baking soda? NaCO3. Baking soda. NaCO3. Sodium hydrogen carbonate. NaSCO3. Sodium hydrogen carbonate. C is the answer. NaCO3. NaHCO3. So C is the answer. Sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate. C is the answer. Okay. Which of the following cannot be beaten into sheets? That is, which of the following is not malleable? Potassium. It is very strong. Very strong. That means you cannot make into sheets, means that is not malleable. Like iron, we can make iron plates. See, you can solve this question by logic also. Even if you don't know what is beaten into sheets, we are making gold ornaments. That means it is malleable. We can create various structures. We have aluminum plates. We have various type of aluminum plates. That means malleable. We are making sheets. We have copper also. We have copper plates, copper glasses. We have silver. We are creating ornaments. But we are not using potassium. Why? Because that is not malleable. It cannot be beaten into sheets. That means we cannot produce thin sheets from potassium. It is very hard. Okay. Next. Which is the purest form of iron? Purest form of iron is called as wrought iron. Right. Wrought iron means low carbon content. Low carbon content. That's why that is called as purest form of iron. Wrought iron. Low carbon content. Very few carbon content. That is called as wrought iron. Okay. The pair of compounds that cannot exist together. Sodium hydroxide and NaCO3. Sodium bicarbonate. These cannot, because this is a acid and this is a base. And what happen? If a acid and a base, they will kept together. What will happen? Then water will form. That become neutralized. They will become neutral. They cannot remain acid or they cannot remain base. So they cannot exist together. So these two, they cannot exist together. Okay. A is the answer. Bronze. Bronze is a alloy of copper and tin, copper and iron, copper and zinc, or copper or iron and nickel. It is copper and tin. Bronze is a alloy of. These alloys are important. Alloys are, many times they have asked question regarding alloys, right? In zinc, in case of brass, right? Zinc is if that is brass, then that will be zinc. Okay. Next, stainless steel. Stainless steel, it is consists of chromium, nickel and iron. Ferrum, iron, chromium, nickel. A is the answer. FeCrNi. That is stainless steel. Especially chromium must be present there. Hard steel. Hard steel consists of 2 to 5% of carbon, 0.1 to 0.4% of carbon, 0.5 to 1.5% of carbon, or 0.01 to 0.04% of carbon. Hard steel, it consists of especially 0.05 to 1.5% of carbon. Hard steel means by which we make many instruments, right? How that is called as quenching. Quenching means you will heat the iron to a higher temperature, then immediately you will put it in the water, right? Then it will become very strong, very hard. So this much of carbon that is present, that is 0.5 into 1.5%, that is called as hardened steel. That is, this process is called as quenching. Okay. Glucose is the source of energy. Glucose is a carbohydrate. Glucose, fructose, these are carbohydrates. Glucose and fructose, these are carbohydrates. Fructose is present in honey. Glucose is produced in the process of photosynthesis. They are carbohydrates. Okay. A is the answer. They are not oxygen, they are not nucleic acid. Glucose is not nucleic acid. You can option eliminate also. They are not fat. You may see all the other options also. Then you can finalize that glucose is a carbohydrate. In honey, which of the following sugars is predominates? It is fructose. Fructose is present in honey, that is a carbohydrate. Right? B is the answer. These carbohydrates, proteins, these are also okay. Vitamin B12, it is also called as cobalamin. Cobalamin. Right? Why? Because of cobalt. C is the answer. Because vitamin B12 deficiency causes pernicious anemia. Remember, pernicious anemia, it is caused by vitamin B12. Animals cannot synthesize vitamin B12. Yes, animals cannot synthesize vitamin B12. Humans must obtain their vitamin B12 from their diet, and complexing metal of vitamin B12 is CO3 plus, cobalamin or cobalt. Cobalt is, that is vitamin B12 source is cobalt, that is all, that's why vitamin B12 is also called as cobalamin. So C is the answer. Which one of the following is the among the following statements is not true for mammals? They possess hair in the body. Yes, mammals have hair in the body. Some of them has lay eggs. Yes, some of the mammals lay eggs. Their heart is 3-chambered. No, heart is 4-chambered. In case of mammal, heart is 4-chambered. In case of amphibians, heart is 3-chambered. Amphibians, heart is 3-chambered. In case of mammal, heart is 4-chambered. Some are aquatic. Yes, species are aquatic. Mammals are also a group of vertebrate animals. Vertebrate means they have spinal. This is vertebrae. Just the spinal cord. That is vertebrae, right? Merudanda. E is the answer. Okay. Mammals who have capacity to distinguish the color. All the mammals have the capacity to distinguish color. All the mammals have the capacity to distinguish color, right? More or less everybody has the capacity. Which of the following mammal animals excretes solid urine? Solid urine, that is kangaroo rat, it excretes solid urine. Kangaroo rat excretes solid urine. These are facts. Okay, yellow color of human urine is a pigment that is called as urochrome. Urochrome. Yellow color of human urine, that is because of urochrome. And human urine, 95% of your are water, rest are uric acid, right? Urea, uric acid are present in human urine, and here it is urochrome that causes yellow color of human urine. When kidney fails to function, there is accumulation of sugar in the blood. No. Proteins, fats. No. These are protein. This is nitrogenous waste in the waste products in the blood. The nitrogenous waste products in the blood that get deposited when the kidney fails to function. D is the answer. That's why for that we need dialysis. Dialysis means this is removal of this nitrogenous waste product. D. Then match the column. Match the following columns. Hematuria. Hema means blood. Remember, hema means blood. So you can link that 1 is 3. If 1 is 3, okay, then ketonuria, there is ketone, obviously you can link that. B is 2. If 1 is 3, A is 3, so A is 3 and B is 2. So either A or D. Next we will see glycosuria. That is yes, glucose, right? Glycosuria. Then proteinuria, you can link proteinuria, that means protein. Simple. Even if you don't know any of these answer, you just read the question. Proteinuria means protein, related to protein. See the name. Glyco means glucose, right? Keto means here it is high ketone body in the bodies. Hema means blood, so it is presence of blood cells in urine. So answer is A, right? C answer is 4. So yes, answer is A. 61A. Just read the question even if you don't know the answer. Observe the question, okay? It's a tricky question, that's why it is given. Many times they ask this such type of questions. They give a clue in that question also. Even if you don't know the answer, you can solve the question just by reading the question properly. In human body, leg bone is hollow. Your leg bone and your hand bone, these two the hand and leg bone, these are hollow. Hollow means like this. Why? Because inside it there are nerves. In the pipe there are nerves. These nerves are goes through inside the bone. These are human leg bones or hollow bones. Glenoid cavity. What is glenoid cavity? Glenoid cavity is like here, humerus and in scapula. Glenoid cavity is articulates the humerus with scapula. This is the glenoid cavity, the shoulder. This cavity is called as glenoid cavity. This is your humerus bone. That is upper arm bone is called as humerus bone, and this is scapula. So D is the answer. That is called as glenoid cavity. Which of the following is not a function of skeletal system? Skeletal system, right? Production of erythrocyte, storage of minerals, production of body heat. Production of body heat is not. Skeletal system means our bones, they do not produce heat. Heat is generally produced by brain or by heart or by internal organs, skeletal muscles. So locomotion, it is the function of our skeletal motion. So C is not a function of our skeletal system. Heat is generally produced by the internal organisms. Okay, rest all are the function of skeletal system. Then next, match the following. Match the following, column 1 and column 2. Ulna, okay. Ulna. Ulna means this bone. The front bone is called as ulna. This hand bone is called as ulna. So ulna is one bone. It is one bone, not two bones. So A is 1. A is 4, right? Obviously A is 4. And then here is A is 4 or C. So B or C answer is. Then carpals. Carpal means these are 8 bones here, carpals. Carpals means B3. These regions are the palm regions, that is called as carpals. So carpals is your 8 bones. So A4, B3. Okay. Then C is 2. Metacarpal. Metacarpal, there is 2 bones in metacarpal. C2 metacarpal. In case of metacarpal, there are 5 bones. These are metacarpal, 5 bones, 5 fingers. D is 1. Phalanges, there is, in case there are 14. D is 1. So B is the answer. Okay. Ulna, then your carpals. Even if you just know 2 of them, you can answer the question. Then which of the following parasites is responsible for 65% cases of the malaria? Plasmodium vivax. Maximum, that is present in female Anopheles. That is malaria, that is Plasmodium vivax, P vivax. B is the answer, Plasmodium vivax. 65% cases of malaria that is caused by female Anopheles mosquito. Female Anopheles mosquito. Which of the following is the scientific name of the causal organism elephantiasis? Elephantiasis. Causal organism, that is elephantiasis means filaria one, right? That is Ossc bancrofti. Ossc bancrofti is the causal organism of elephantiasis. See, disease vitamins and these organs, these are very important in the biology. Many times they ask question from these portions. So causal organisms, which disease is caused by whom, pathogens, you must remember them. Like your bacteria, that is for example tuberculosis, Mycobacterium tuberculosis, that is caused by bacteria, right? Or chikungunya, Aedes aegypti. Which of the following diseases transmitted by the bite of a female mosquito vector? Yes. Female mosquito vector, filariasis, female mosquito vector. A is the answer. Next. Metastasis. What is metastasis? Is a process in which cells divide rapidly under the influence of drugs. Cancer cells spread through the blood or the lymphatic systems to other sites or organs. What is metastasis? This is actually B is the answer, right? Cancer that spread through the blood or the lymphatic system to other sides of the organ. That is called a metastasis. It is not cell division. Or the chromosome in the cell's nuclei are attached to the spindle before the moving to the anaphase folds. That includes cell division. This is also that is in meiosis, mitosis. These are. Then cancer cells are successfully inhibited to divide any further. Divide any further. That is itself cancer division, right? That is not cell division. Cells divide slowly. Influence of drugs. No. Here metastasis is answer is B. That is spread through the blood and the lymphatic system to other sides of organs. Then cobalt 60 it is in gamma rays. Cobalt 60 it is used in radiotherapy. Radiotherapy, right? We have in cancer treatment we have radiotherapy, chemotherapy, and these are radiotherapy that is used in gamma rays. And cobalt 60 it is used because these gamma rays are radiated from cobalt. Cobalt 60. Okay. So C is the answer. Consider the following statement with reference to Bikram Sarabhai Space Center. It is the largest ISRO center, provides the technology and leading center for the GSLV only. No, it is not only. It is leading center for GSLV, PSLV, SLV, everything. Right? It is the largest center. It is not only for GSLV, for SLV, it is PSLV, everything. It is also support Rohini surrounding record. RSR program, yes. This Bikram Sarabhai Center that is present in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. It supports Rohini sounding rocket. It is at Thiruvananthapuram, yes. So 2 and 3 both the options are right. 2 and 3, C is the option. 2 and 3 options are right. Research satellites are generally project in which of the following orbit? Research satellites in low Earth, in near Earth orbit. Research satellites are present in the near Earth orbit. Okay. Or medium Earth orbit. Low Earth orbit, the range is 180 km to 2000 km. That is low Earth orbit. Where our Gaganyaan and your International Space Station, all they are present in the low Earth orbit. Then your medium Earth orbit or near Earth orbit. Then is your sun synchronous orbit, that is a different type of orbit. That PSLV are used for sun synchronous orbit. Sun synchronous means in that orbit the satellites they will take picture of Earth's surface, right? Because the sun is this around sun these planets are revolving. So at what time, in which area, that will take a clear picture. For example, in noon time it can take a clear picture. So the satellite will move in such a direction that it can take clear picture of Earth's surface based on the sunlight. That is called as sun synchronous orbit. Then geostationary orbit, it is present at 36,000 km or 35,790 km. Geostationary means suppose this is Earth and this is your equatorial plane, right? The plane over the equator, that is equatorial plane. Equatorial plane and at a distance of 35,790 km, that is called as geostationary orbit. If a satellite will move in geostationary orbit, will feel that it is at rest, right? These are communication satellites, geostationary orbit. Then which of the India's first experimental satellite launch vehicle? It is SLV-3. That is satellite launch vehicle. First is your SLV, that is first generation. Second generation is your ASLV, that is augmented satellite launch vehicle. This is second generation satellite launch vehicle. Then came your PSLV, that is polar satellite launch vehicle. These are launch vehicles. That means they will take the satellite and put it in the orbit. That is their job only. Then we have GSLV, geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle. There are 4 types of, that is, it is third generation, PSLV is third generation, and this is fourth generation. Maximum developed is GSLV. These 2 are not in use. Now SLV or ASLV, that are outdated. We are now only using PSLV and GSLV. GSLV is high powerful, PSLV is for low Earth orbit. Okay. Now, how many stages are there in GSLV? In GSLV there are 3 stages. First is solid, then you have liquid, then you have cryogenic. 3 stages. Cryogenic. Cryogenic means, cryo means extremely low temperature. hydrogen fuel is used, that is in liquid form. To keep hydrogen in liquid form, we need extremely low temperature, means minus 250 degrees Celsius. That's why that is called as cryogenic engine, high power engine, hydrogen engine, right? So this is 3 stages. GSLV is 3 stage, but PSLV is 4 stage. PSLV, it is 4 stage: solid, liquid, solid, liquid. 4 stage vehicle is PSLV. Very important. Okay. PSLV is Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, GSLV is Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle. ISRO has successfully launched GSAT-6A, that is a communication satellite. GSAT-6A, that is with GSLV F08. GSLV F08, it is a communication satellite, means that will be launched by GSLV. Earth observation satellites means that will be launched by PSLV. So this is GSLV F08 variant. Then which geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle was used by ISRO to launch Chandrayaan-2? Chandrayaan-2, it is GSLV Mk3 M1, GSLV Mk3, yes, it is GSLV Mk3. GSLV Mach-3, it will be used for Chandrayaan-2. At present, it is being used. GSLV Mach-3 or A is the answer. Remember GSLV Mach-3, because in most of the cases this will be used. Okay, high power. The first satellite launched by India was Aryabhatta in 1975. We have launched Aryabhatta. A is the answer. Aryabhatta is the first site. First Indian satellite, when it is launched in 1975. B is the answer. First Indian satellite Aryabhatta was launched in 1975. What is semantic wave? Semantic wave, it is a collaborative movement led by the World Wide Web Consortium to promote common formats and data on the www. Yes, common format and data. Semantic wave means such a wave that will read the data so that this artificial intelligence or computer can read the information to learn itself. That is semantic wave. At present, our web systems cannot be read by computer. That semantic wave, that is consortium to promote common formats and data so that computer can read itself. That is a format of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence means a machine will learn itself, right? At present we have computers which are programmed, that means they will do a fixed thing. But artificial intelligence means it can do automatically. A is the answer, okay, semantic wave. For example, we don't have any system who will say that, okay, book a train ticket for me. He cannot do all these things. A computer cannot do all these things, but we will develop artificial intelligence. They will book a train ticket for us automatically, because they can read the informations. Okay. A which computer program that continuously and rapidly explores the World Wide Web by voraciously reading and cataloging every web document it can find. It can read, that is web browser. If something can read and finding, cataloging every web document, that is web browser. That means huge number of entries you get when you search a particular thing. Search engine will only search it. The job of search engine is just to link with those websites, so that will not read it. So in directory, that is not the option. Thesaurus and chat room, web browser is the answer. It can read and also it will catalog the various entries, various websites. Okay. In order to view pages in a website, the user need to enter the site address called as Uniform Resource Locator. Uniform Resource Locator, or A is the answer. Uniform Resource Locator. It is not email address, it is not MAC address, it is not postal address. So obviously it is Uniform Resource Locator. Then computers and communication technology affect our lives in ways that they include what in the way we learn and save. The course of our learning. So it is about learning. Learning means educational. According to our own interest, learning means it include learning educational in the way that we learn and shape our course. Yes, own interest. So 82 C is the answer. Who was the Chief Justice of the Odisha High Court in 2020? Sanju Panda was the Chief Justice. Sanju Panda was the Chief Justice of Odisha High Court. This Chief Justice of Odisha High Court, at least you should remember, right? Always you should remember the chronology, at least just before 2 and 3 years, you must know it. Which steel plant of Odisha was the first integrated steel plant? Obviously Raulkela steel plant, most famous. These JSW steel plant, this is recently 4 and 5 years hardly. Tata Steel hardly 2 and 3 years. Sorry, JSW hardly 7 years. What's this Raulkela steel plant? It is the first steel plant. D is the answer. SAIL, Steel Authority of India. SAIL, control under Steel Authority of India. Bandhavahal, it is in Jharsuguda. It is a coal mines. Bandhavahal, it is a coal mines. Bandhavahal, it's in Jharsuguda. Coal mines, Odisha geography. Okay. When was the Khurda Road Junction was railway station was started? It is oldest, that's why it is in news. 1897. 1897 it was Khurda Road railway station was started. Oldest, that's why it is the news. When did the East Coast Railway ECOR started its operation? East Coast Railway 2003. East Coast Railway, it was built in 2003. Static GK these are. Which religion is second most majority in Odisha? We have Odisha first, there is Hinduism, then 2.7% are Christian, 2.07% are Muslim. So second is Christianity. Third is Sikh. Sorry, second is Christianity, third is Muslim, Islam, this is third, Islam is third, Christianity is second, and Sikhism is fourth. Then you have Buddhism. Okay, first is Hinduism, then Christianity, then Islam, then Sikhism. When the Odisha Sahitya Academy Award was introduced? It is 1957, 1963, or 1967 or 1973 or 1953. Odisha Sahitya Academy, it was introduced in 1957. Okay, A is the answer. Odisha Sahitya Academy award was introduced in 1957. Which country has launched the campaign to attract 3,000 talents globally to study and establish startups by 2023? It is Germany, Finland, Australia, Norway, or Greenland. Which company has started it, launched the campaign to attract over 30,000 talents? It is Finland. Finland is attracting 30,000 talents throughout the world. Okay, so B is the answer. Universal Service Obligation Fund, USOF. What is this? It is to launch 4G services. USOF, Universal Service Obligation Fund, it is coming under Ministry of Communication. Ministry of Communication, it has launched this. It has a Universal Service Obligation Fund, Ministry of Communication, to launch 4G services in the aspirational districts. Aspirational district. We have around 115 aspirational districts, right? That are the socio-economic low, those conditions are low socio-economic development. They are called as aspirational districts. To launch 4G services, Universal Service Obligation Fund, it is started. It is in telecommunication, right? To launch 4G services in those areas, underdeveloped districts. What is the position of India in producing footwear and leather garments? It is second. First is China. Footwear and leather garments, India is second, China is first. What is the theme of World Development Report? World Development Report, it is launched by World Bank. These reports are very important. World Development Report is launched by World Bank. The theme was data for better lives. Data for better lives was it is the theme. Index, these indices, or that means, for example, Gender Gap Index 103, 107 is the rank, or your Innovation Index 40, and World Adaptation Report. These all report indexes, these are very important. Inequality report, all these things are very important. Which fintech company has launched distributor to retailer finance? Distributor to retailer finance, it is launched by, it is BharatPe. BharatPe has launched distributor to retailer. That is launched by BharatPe payment system. Okay. Next, Shantir Agrosena. Every time, see last time in ASO they have asked that is the maritime exercises, that is called as Dharma Guardian, exercise Dharma Guardian. Similarly, they asked, here we have asked Shantir Agrosena 2021. In which state, with which country? See Shantir Agrosena, this is Bengali language, you can identify the language also. Bengali language means it is with Bangladesh. Turkey, China means that will be Chinese name, Huing Yang Ching Chang, the Chinese name. Rest Afghanistan, Pakistan, obviously that will be Islamic name, Turkey Islamic name. You can identify the name and also you can write the answer. Then which country has witnessed full bloom cherry blossom season earliest in 1400? Japan. It is seen in March, cherry blossom. It is a climate change, that's why it was news. It was never in March, generally it comes 2 and 3. It has arrived 3 months earlier, right? Earliest cherry blossom season. So it is because of climate change, that's why it was a news. It is Japan. Okay. Which state is to involve? Which state is to involve Arhatiyas? Who are these Arhatiyas? Arhatiyas means they are the dalals, right? They get some commission. In Punjab district, agriculture commission, they get some commissions, right? They get some commissions from the government, that is 2.5% with the MSP, because they link the farmers to the purchasing of the government, to the food security FCI, right? Food Corporation of India and farmers, they are linked by Arhatiyas or the dalals. They take 2.5% of commission. Okay. To which agency Supreme Court delegated an investigation related to the 1994 ISRO espionage case? Investigation, see National Investigation Agency, it is regarding your terrorism, right? DRDO is the defense related work, it will done by it. High Court of Kerala, High Court of Telangana, no. ISRO means that is CBI. CBI is the premier agency, investigation agency. So obviously the responsibility of ISRO espionage case, why it was in news? Because it was again, that is resurfaced by the Supreme Court in 2021. That Nambi Naran case, that movie has come, right? So a rocketry movie, that's why it was in news. 98, answer is A, CBI. E2025 initiative, it came in 2020. It was an initiative by WHO. Why? It targets eradication of malaria in 25 countries. E2025, it is by WHO for eradication of malaria in 25 countries. Okay. So B is the answer. Next, the last question. Which armed forces is training non-medical professionals to function as battlefield nursing assistants? BFNA, it is Indian Navy. It was in news. Indian Navy has started this BFNA practice, that is non-medical professional to help in the battlefield. So B is the answer. So the discussion is over. You just observe, my suggestion will be like that. You just observe the question patterns. Suppose we have asked military exercises, these indices, these economic geography, then various river system. Observe the question pattern, right? Various bodies, various reports, right? All these are important. Many times they ask similar type of questions. So go and practice. Thank you.